It's Saturday, the 10th of February 2018, and Blackpool Pleasure Beach has officially opened for the 2018 season. Of course, it's our first chance to get inside the park and check out the latest construction taking place on Icon. Our past few updates over winter have been from outside the park, and this is the first chance we've got to come inside and see this ride in the flesh. Look at that beautiful airtime hill that passes through the UK's tallest roller coaster, the big one. And look at that, but a little bit about that in a moment. First, I'm just going to start by talking about this new promotional image that we can see here. It's obviously got the Japanese style logo on the top there that we've seen for a while. And we've got this new image of the train, what we can see just here. You've got the Icon logo on either side there. You've got a very similar front style of the train to Helix, which operates at Liseberg in Sweden. And then down the bottom here as well, you've got some rocks. Is that a bit of water down there maybe? Definitely down on this left side. And you've got like a tree there as well, which is maybe a hint to some of the theming that we are going to get on Icon. But over the next few minutes, we're going to have a look at all the latest construction, and I'll take you for a walk around where we can get some fantastic shots of this brand new Mack mega coaster here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Since 1994, the big one's always been the iconic ride here in Blackpool, and it's great to see that the new roller coaster passes straight through just there, and you're actually going to get some really good near-miss elements on this ride, one of them being on the airtime hill that we can see. So obviously the ride starts with an LSM launch down the bottom here, makes its way up to the top just there, where I think it's going to come over at a steady speed, I would say, with it being straight after the launch. But as you'll see in a few moments from the shots of that hill going up, it is quite a steep incline, so I'll be fascinated to see the speed of it coming over the top there. But hopefully we'll get some good airtime. The big one just passing over there. I went on the big one just, and you actually get some really good views sitting on the right-hand side, looking out over the Icon construction sites. As it makes its way down then just there, you'll come up into the incline loop, which passes around this section just here. Just over a week ago, this was being lifted into place, and we was outside the park watching it go in. It's amazing to be stood next to it and just looking at that there. It makes its way then round on this section of track we can see here, past Burger King, and straight over, down a drop, underneath the Big Dipper and Steeplechase. But in a moment we'll head over there. I'll go into Burger King and show you some shots of that. Just wanted to point out about the fencing just round here. It's really interesting how this is in and ready to go. This is, I presume, the ride area fencing, and it means you're going to be able to get really close up to this ride. I mean, it's tall enough to stop people going over. I mean, I assume they'll put a couple of signs and stuff on here, but it's left it really open so you can get some really good shots of this ride when it's in action. Yeah, it looks brilliant, it really does. I'm sure we'll get some good landscaping and things around here. Maybe it might look like something on the poster, who knows? Make our way around this way. After making its way around underneath Steeplechase, around the S-bend, and around by the Big Dipper, of course, it'll come round through this section of track just here. It'll get a really interesting transition there, but making its way into this inversion just here, the 0G roll, and that looks to me like that could be the highlight. I mean, I've said that a number of times, but now I've seen it up close and personal, you can definitely tell. I mean, look at the head chopper elements on there. Literally, you're coming over the top here, and you're practically going to be able to touch the incline loop, making its way down just there, and of course down that little drop and into the second launch. But hey, theme park worldwide! We're just going to make our way up to the Burger King. We'll get a few more shots of this area. So just making our way over to Burger King now, where you can get a really good view of Icon's track from this angle just over here. Obviously this drop makes its way down underneath the track there for Steeplechase and also Big Dipper. If I pan across just here, you can see the banking just down the bottom there. That's where the train will pass back underneath the Big Dipper. Get a really nice zoom in on that from here actually. Got the tunes pumping here today on the opening day of Pleasure Beach in Burger King. There we are, you can see that makes its way round and over towards the 0G roll just there. It's crazy to scale of it. I mean, if you look at the people standing underneath and then look at the track above, this 0G roll here is probably going to be the highlight of the ride. Well, there's so many points what could be a highlight, but for me, that, especially with the lap bar, on these Mack launch coasters, they are really, really intense, and especially if it goes quite slow over it. In a way, when it goes slower over it, makes it more more intense because you get that hang time and you're going to be quite tall there at quite a high point and looking down over the crowd underneath, so that'll be quite cool. And you've also got a bit of a different angle here on the incline loop as well. I'll make my way back outside, but we'll head up to the top of sites and get some more shots of Icon. So I've made my way over to the exit bridge now for the big one, where you can get a little look at the track sections in the middle of the site just here. Even when we're inside the park, it's actually quite hard to get shots of the track down in the middle, because obviously on the left hand side where we was earlier on, just by the airtime hill and the incline loop, you can see all that really well, but you can't see through because of the big one. On the right hand side over on the bridge you've got the station which is blocking the rest of it, so you can't really see a lot. Obviously from on the rides here you can get some really nice shots of it. Unfortunately you're not allowed to take your cameras and things on the ride, which is a shame, as it would be great if you could take a photo from up there on the big one. But Pleasure Beach themselves did share a photo the other week and it does look incredible from above, so I'd highly recommend get yourself down here to the park where you can see it in person. But yeah, the track isn't complete just yet. There's a few more sections to go into place. You've got a couple of the launch sections which are just down the bottom here, and you've also got this piece of track which will actually interact with the Grand Prix just round the side there, and you can see the supports are already in place for that there as well. So I don't think it'll be too long until that's done. Maybe even next weekend the track might be finished here on Icon. But you get a good little zoom in. This is presumably going to be the shop just here. That was HP Leisure Units before. I'm presuming that's going to be the shop. It's quite a big area and you can see that it's got a bit of a different style of decor on it actually compared to the station building down there. But yeah, you can see just down there, even though it's a Saturday, there's a lot of workers down there on the site. There is people walking about and things, and especially over in the station. Obviously you can see the operator cabin there. The operator's going to be sitting above the track by the looks of it. They'll be able to see out of that top window just there, over towards the station. But yeah, I'll make my way down that way now, where we can get some more shots. Yeah, really interesting, especially this bit here. Didn't really think a lot about this, because obviously I thought, yeah, it's just going to come out of the inversion and straight down into the launch, but it's got this really interesting transition here, which I'm sure is going to ride really well, and then make its way down into the tunnel and launch over towards that Immelman. So I've made my way over onto the bridge now that was put in a couple of years ago, and obviously this was the place really for looking at Icon. Now the station building has been completed, you can't really see that much from this angle, other than a few bits on either side. And we'll start off here on the left, where I'm going to have a little zoom in now and show you the launches just down there. So I mentioned on the other side just how there was some more track still to put in place. You've got part of the launches in place down there, and then you've still got that section on the right hand side that needs moved across. So on the left hand side there you can see in the shot which is the first launch, and that's not been completed yet, but the track is down there next to it. And then just behind it, just above there, you've got the second launch section that'll come down from the other way after making its way down the track just there and through the tunnel. Really interesting to see it though. This was a really good viewpoint to see it last year throughout the groundwork taking place. It just seems strange actually seeing this massive building in, but we'll make our way over. You'll notice here as well that the old Coasters Diner seems to be having some work done to it at the moment. Not too sure what's going on there, but they've reboarded it all out the front. Looks like it's going to be cladded soon or painted. And you've also got on the side some wires coming out as well, which looks like there's going to be some lighting. But yes, this is probably the closest you can get to the track around this section. You can see down into the station just there, all scaffolding, lots of interior work going on. As you can see, definitely looks like the op cabin's going to be up there. As I showed you just around the other side, you've got the window just there which looks out over pretty much most of the layout. Not really much else you can see inside there really. It's quite hard to make it out. But yeah, you've got the scaffolding going on and work taking place. Earlier on we had a ride over on Big Dipper where you could see round the side of the station and into the maintenance shed. From the maintenance shed there was no trains in there or anything like that just yet, which is interesting. So I'm not too sure if the trains are either on site somewhere else or if they're even here yet. But bear in mind the track's not quite complete. Maybe the trains aren't yet on site and they're yet to be delivered. Just here as well you've got this metal structure gone in. Looks to me like that could be some sort of balcony or viewpoint maybe. Is this going to be a new restaurant maybe, or is it going to be coasters again but completely rethemed? Sure, we'll soon find out when the ride opens. But yeah, it looks like some sort of balcony going out where you're going to get some views. And then here you've got the brake run to Icon. So that's really good angle actually. If I zoom in just over there, you can see that really good interaction between the Big Dipper. Look at that. Wow, it's amazing. That's the last section before it makes its way just around there and here onto the brake run. Can't wait to also get on the Pleasure Beach Express when that opens. I assume that's going to be closed on these weekends all the way through until Icon's complete. It's a construction site down there and there's a lot of work going on. But obviously when that does reopen, the fact that the track still runs round it is great. I thought that it was maybe going to get rerouted, but it hasn't done, which is really good. It means you're going to get some great shots of the ride when it's open. Well, that's pretty much all we can see on Icon from inside the park. It's amazing to get here and see it, it really is. I'll be back here again soon for another update here on Icon the Ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Don't forget to also check out our main vlog that we filmed today. Not quite as much footage as I wanted to due to the poor weather conditions, but yeah, nonetheless, it's been great to get down here. And obviously the Immelman Loop from here as well, just poking out the top of the station there. Obviously if that station wasn't put here, you get a lot more impact with that. But I think that's probably why they're putting in the little platform at the side. You're going to get a really nice view of that from that angle. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens to this. We don't know anything about the queue line, whether there's going to be much theming about. Who knows, there's still a lot to be done on the ride, but the fact the track's nearly done is fantastic and it's really exciting to see. So thank you very much for watching another update here on Theme Park Worldwide, this time from inside Blackpool Pleasure Beach and not outside in the prom, but it's definitely been just as cold. But thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned here on Theme Park Worldwide for all the latest Icon updates, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later guys, thanks for watching.